Alright guys, so it's almost Christmas, almost the end of year 1 for my channel. Let's discuss Division 9 and some tips on how to break through the trap. I'm NoSleeves12. Alright guys, so let's catch everyone up in case you missed last week's episode. Basically what I'm doing is I'm taking a starter pack team and I'm running it all the way to Division 1. Last week I showed you the team that I started with, as well as a Division 10 game on my way to the Division 10 title in the minimum amount of games. Not that impressive. So let's give an update on the status of my team currently. So, as you can see, I still have a very garbage team. What I did with the money that I earned from my games is I just went to the auction house and I bought the bare minimum I could to at least get some gold rare players so that it isn't all bronze and silver. But I have a very weak fourth line, as well as my defense still being a wreck. But I am making it a thing where I do not change my lineup or buy new players until I win that division that I'm in currently. So, this is the team I'm going to play Division 9 with. So let's get right into a game from Division 9. Again, I am the Sleeve Reapers, and I will show a game from each division. So if you run into me, win or lose, you could end up in one of my videos. So this week, we're playing the Slab Kings, who seems to be a Detroit fan, and here's how it went. So I mentioned in the beginning, I want to show you guys today on how to break into the zone a little bit more creatively instead of just getting pushed off or rubbed out into the boards. What I've noticed from other top streamers and guys that I have played myself is that a very effective technique is to actually slightly hold L2. What it'll do is it'll turn your back to the puck, the vision control in the game. What you do then is you let the guy react. 9 times out of 10, what's going to happen here is he's going to play the defender, and he's either going to step up or he's going to keep falling back or follow the direction you're going. This is where you either let go of L2 and you'll do a half deke back to the way that you were originally skating, or you hold it down longer and do the full actual turn, in which case it's going to lead to a lot of chances like it does here. Alright, so a little bit later on in the first period, I get into the zone and I look for that cross-ice one-timer. I hit it. Unfortunately, it doesn't go for me. Now, what I want to mention here is that when you are racing to the puck with someone, either in the offensive zone or the defensive zone, look at the angle that they're taking. Most aren't going to just crush you in the back if you get there first, because that's going to result in a penalty and sometimes a major. What I do here is that I notice that he's creeping up towards the blue line. So I know that if I go towards his net, it's going to give me a free wide open lane, which it does, and it's all tied up. Halfway through the second now. I mentioned in my previous videos about how to break out in EA Sports Hockey League. It also pertains to Hutton versus. Your first read when you're down low should be the slot. That centerman, he's the one that you want to break out through. And here, it's perfect because he's using the overload, so the slot is wide open. So I hit him here for the breakout. Then I have some unreal luck with a saucer pass that bounces off his defender and sends me on a clean 2-on-1, and it's just tic-tac-toe, it's in the net. We're midway through the third now. Perfect example of what I was talking about earlier when breaking into the zone, by slowing them down and catching the defenseman flat-footed by holding L2 so that you can do the vision-controlled delayed spin move.
Gives it on a cross from the point. Outstanding save. What magic even to get there and get the shot off. He scored.
But hold the phone. 3 minutes to go. He's on the power play, strips me of the puck, and hits me with the bane of my existence in this game, the short side wrister from literally anywhere on the ice. But hang on a sec, I've got a power play with a minute to go. I dial up some overload, watching the opposite lane in the slot the entire time while I hold the puck, and it's 4-2. But we're not done yet, folks. We hit him with the nastiest half spin deke, get in all alone, and completely fail to put it home. But then it eventually goes. So that was all she wrote for this game. Again, you can see the trash team that I had still allowing me to compete very well with the settings and strategies that I use, because, you know, it is a lower tier division, obviously. But again, your team doesn't really matter so much in the beginning. It's going to get a little bit trickier now going forward. So now that I've won the Division 9 title, here are how the other games went. You'll notice that I did get absolutely pounded in one of these games. Time on attack was pretty even, but he just outplayed me in the offensive zone. I couldn't get anything to go, so I did take my first loss with this team. But you'll notice that most of these games, I'm still controlling time on attack, and it's because these guys are the lesser opponents. Obviously, they are in the lower divisions, but what you're going to notice early on is that if you implement strategies and actually have a game plan going in, you're going to do a lot better, and that's what I'm trying to get across to you guys with these videos. Alright, so now's the fun part. I get to go spend the coins that I got from this division and the ones I had saved from the last one. It ended up being about 6k. Essentially what I did was I replaced all my non-gold rare players with gold rares. I also picked up an ice Matt Zuccarello because he is quite fast compared to the rest of my roster. So it is, again, very, very garbage. But what I was able to do and kind of mess around with, because like I said, this isn't a team that I would normally play with, obviously, but I wanted to focus on some synergies and things like that. So what I was able to do with this lineup was I focused on getting Thread the Needle and Angry Aggressor. I kind of feel that Angry Aggressor's stick checking actually does benefit quite well in Hut, and I have felt that during this time playing these games that I have noticed it quite a lot. So I did add a new team synergy with my team with Thread the Needle this pack. So here's my team so far, and what we're going to use going into Div 8. Alright guys, so that was Division 9. In a few days I'll be doing my Division 8 games, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm NoSleeves12. Stay average.